Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Jason and Bruce and our buddy Corey. I was in the army with that guy up there in Alaska. He's crazy, but he's up in Anchorage. I'm in the trailer tonight at the house, and Foxy, he's mom's spare room still doing his
Yeah,
thing.
bad internet.
Yep, yep. But no, Corey and I were in the army together up in Alaska. Went over to Iraq together and all that kind of fun stuff on that nice 16-month tour.
That was a lot
Oh,
of fun.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
loads of fun. Yeah, it
was that
was.
was that your first or second deployment
Well, second-ish. How many did you
ish?
go on
Uh,
before that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I that was my first.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like deployment. I'd been over to Bosnia a couple times. But as far as like full on combat, yeah, that was my first. So
Well, there was some of the mechanics that were from Bosnia, one of the former Yugoslav republics. They were telling me about the pike they were catching over there. They were just as big as your leg, and of course, they're fish stories, so God knows how true they are. But
yeah, they're probably about like yeah.
then who knows if you're going to hit a landmine walking up to the river or not, too.
That's a
I
different part of the world.
Yeah.
dude, everywhere over there was just landmines. I mean, you was like you, yeah, you couldn't hardly go anywhere off trail or anything like
Was
that.
any pretty women that spoke that Bolshevik language? They had this cigarette, something like that. They play chess,
Well,
maybe.
until they opened their mouth and you're like, oh, Eastern European dental. Okay, I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dude,
didn't think of that.
those people all smell like cabbage. I feel like Hungary, the Baltic states. They all smell like
Yeah,
cabbage. Yeah, it's
yeah, it
very
was.
dark.
Yeah, it was strange over there. That whole. I don't know if you've ever looked at the history of it, but it was crazy. People that have been friends for their entire lifetime just next day started shooting each other up and blowing houses up and stuff. So
Mm.
it was crazy.
Yeah, no,
That
never made it past southern Germany over there. God, that was fun.
Hmm. Were you stationed? Were you stationed over there?
Yeah, I was driving truck out of K Town
Oh,
when
nice.
the first time I was in the army when Transcom was still over there.
Hmm.
Take off Monday, come back Friday, Germany, the Benelux the whole week, TDY the whole time. I was making more in TDY than I was in base pay.
That's not hard to do.
you're living below poverty levels.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
nice.
You
It
know
was great.
what's funny? I've noticed when we talk, military, especially when we have other guys on, um, everybody always asks about what are all these acronyms? TDY, what's PMCS, what's this? And it's like, oh boy, if you didn't join the military, you'll never know. There's an acronym for every. You can have a whole sentence of just
Anything.
acronyms.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It,
it's
you're a lifer when you can say nothing but acronyms and have a coherent conversation with somebody.
when the wife says, "Are you ready to go to the store?" I'm Redcon 1.
Yep.
Well, you know what LIFER stands for, right?
No.
Low intelligence fuck expecting retirement.
I don't know about you, but I got mine. These poor. I mean, I don't have the intelligence, but I did get my retirement. So
Yes.
Uh,
You were a
unlike
career soldier.
unlike these poor bastards today,
Oh man.
how long did you do?
I did 21. Uh,
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna get out. I was gonna get out right at 20, but they got me for another year with promotions.
yeah, I made the mistake of turning my. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna set the GI Bill up for the kids because I thought you only had to stay in 3 years. It was 4, so I got stuck at
Yeah.
21 and a half. So I'm like,
Uh,
oh, I was gonna do 20 and leave. I figured I could do an extra 6 months for my kids to get GI Bill, extra year and a half, and
I
neither
love
one of
you.
them went to college.
Yeah. It's kind of a
yeah.
fallen institute, anyways, to go to college nowadays for most things.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're pushing the trade so much right now, and it's good to see it. That
Yep.
you can go get your you're schooling it for a lot of it for free. And
Yep.
you're working. You don't have debt, and I think it's a good thing. So
When you get about halfway done, you got a paid internship at most of the for mechanics or cooks or whatever. It's just ridiculous.
oh yeah, I wish I'd have done
I wish the government and the state of our country, our world wasn't so fucked up, because then it'd be like, go join the army for 4 years. You might be a welder, you might be a mechanic, you might be this, you might be that. They
Mhm.
pay you to go. But now it's like, I probably wouldn't go if I was anybody else.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know if I could.
I don't know.
My son, my oldest boy, he did 3 years. So by the time he joined, I had been out for 9 years, and he
Oh
was
wow.
telling me the shit that was going on. Oh, we talk about the U.S. Army. I mean,
Did he call you from basic training on his cell phone to tell you this, or?
no, he was an infantryman, so that at least,
Oh.
at least they didn't have their cell phones and shit.
Oh,
I was just
God.
like, oh, it changed so quick, and I'm like, nope, don't miss it. Don't
Well,
No.
miss it at all.
when I was coming back in, I was talking to a recruiter, and he goes, this isn't the same army you got out of. And I looked at him and goes, it's the army. How much could it have changed? He just laughed. And I have never, ever been told such a truth in my life. It was nothing like, no.
He didn't have to recruit you. You're already there, you idiot.
I was broke. I mean, broke. I was broke
How
enough
long
to
were
go
you
in
out?
from 95 to 02.
Okay, so yeah, you got a good break.
Almost had, well, I was in the guard for part of that time. That was a mistake too. But almost had to go back to damn basic training.
Really?
Almost. I was just a few months short of it. Yeah.
Man. When I tried to go back in 16, I was out for a year and a half, and it was like, when I went to MEPS, they didn't even watch everybody pee anymore. It was just like, all right, go in there and give a sample. I'm like, really? And it was so relaxed at MEPS. But then they told me, oh, you can't get back in. And I was like, oh, okay. And I took that and ran with it, but
Yeah.
thank God I couldn't.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's not.
I mean, if I want to go back to war, all I have to do is go to Texas.
Yeah.
I love Texas, man.
Well, hey, Russia said that they'd help Texas if they wanted to secede from the Union. They said they'd help.
Isn't
I
that
saw
fucked up?
they're planting that seed, man. I saw that and was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, didn't England and France help out the American South during the Civil War because they wanted cotton from the South, and they wanted the America to keep going the way they were going with slavery to supply ropes and sails for their ships. So it was kind of like somebody's going to back somebody who has an interest. It's just nobody's doing it to America because they're out doing it to Ukraine and Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a racket, they're talking about election reform and a bill, not election reform, I'm sorry, immigration reform.
Mm.
And tied to that bill is billions of dollars of aid for the Ukraine and Israel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what does that
Yep.
got to do with immigration?
Yep.
I don't understand those crooked bastards.
They're just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's crooked.
I saw Chuck Schumer saying something about it. It was like $168 billion bill or something like that, and it was like 80 billion of it was going to the Ukraine army, like 5 billion barely going to Texas. It's like, you know that that has to cross the water, right? Like we need that
Yeah.
100-some billion here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for a fraction of what we've given the Ukraine, we could have had the wall built.
Mm-hmm.
We could have done something for homeless other than just clean it up for a week for the chairman of China.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
It's
Jedi mind trick. Nothing to see here.
it makes me wonder, what is going on in the Ukraine? Why are we in their back so deep. You know, I mean, they're fighting our proxy war against Russia, but it's like they must have some dirt on the Clintons or
Well,
Probably on the
there's
Bidens.
there's so much
something.
conspiracy about how supposedly one of the conspiracies is we've got chemical weapon labs over there. We're doing like human experiments and what. I mean, there's so many different conspiracies.
Are they
Probably
conspiracies?
probably none of them are true, but
Or are
we're
they in
only
30, 40 years? We'll find out. It's like, holy shit, we were making the frogs gay.
Gay frogs. Yeah.
I
I think
ain't
it,
gonna lie. I love Alex Jones.
oh, that guy ain't right.
But the sad part is he's really right on a lot of things. That's the sad part. He is right.
His
yeah.
information might be right, but he ain't. He ain't even close to right.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
There's
Oh,
degrees of right, you know. So
yeah.
it's a shit show. Everybody.
Does it does the lower 48 affect you way up there in God's land?
Yeah, because fuckers immigrate up here, man. It's that's about the biggest effect that we get is outsiders moving in. So it you just gotta like move out of the city, and I think it's a city anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
you live in a population of 300,000, then it's going to be the same wherever you live. You know, you just
Well,
want to get to the rural areas and get away from people.
even up in Fairbanks when we were up in Fairbanks, there was still a ton of people moving in for God knows why.
Yeah, well, Fairbanks is kind of weird in general, but I mean,
Yeah.
the Wainwright drives the community. So people
Yep.
are flocking up there for construction jobs.
Yep.
It's crazy. I would never live in Fairbanks again.
I loved it. I
You
loved it up
did?
there. I did. I did. I'd hop on my four wheelers, go out back in the back part of Post and just go riding and go fishing and just yeah, I liked it.
Okay, I'll give you that. Summer times, cool.
Winter times,
Yeah,
it was colder than oh my God, it was cold.
and
Is there
October to April.
which one's higher up? Wainwright or Richardson?
Wainwright.
Okay.
Wainwright's fuck, it's cold. I still remember our deployment ceremony. I'm standing out there on a color guard, sweat just pouring down my face, thinking I was gonna die. I got done. I looked at Jen. I'm like, "Good God, it's hot out here. What's the temperature?" It was like 70 something.
Mm-hmm.
It was just horrible.
Yeah, Fairbanks is weird because it can go from 90 degrees in the summer to negative 50 in the winter.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. So.
Well, the winter before we deployed, there was a UAF sign
Yep.
downtown, and it said it was, I want to think it was 56 below by their sign.
Mm-hmm.
Took a picture in front of that one. Then we got over to Kuwait, and somebody had one of those cheap round thermometers hanging on the outside of their tent that said 140 something. And I had them, I had two pictures side by side for a while. And it was only, months apart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God, that was horrible.
Were you fully clothed when you took your picture in front of the UAF sign?
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I would never admit
Because
to taking half my clothes off to do it.
that's the thing, right? Is
Hmm.
that they strip down. So
Got their shorts in front of the sign at like 50, 60 below. Yeah.
They can have that.
Well, you're only out there long. It doesn't, or it would never bother you if you did it quick enough.
yeah.
I don't walk fast. I'm not running butt naked through that cold.
Naked?
No.
No, we're not naked.
Might as well be.
Oh God.
I've done a
Yeah.
polar plunge, and I was in my skivvies on that.
I never
I was
intentionally
drunk.
jumped into cold water.
I was drunk, and I was getting more free alcohol after.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I accidentally went through a couple of times, but Jesus Christ.
I was going to, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. But now everybody's talking about, I've got an ice bath. And,
Yeah.
Thank God, because of Joe Rogan.
Well, everybody's talking about how great they are for you and all this other stuff, and how you should take it in your sauna and then go out in the snow, roll around in the snow. And I'm like, no.
You guys are old enough to remember Johnny Carson. Joe
Oh
Rogan
yeah,
is our day's Johnny Carson. What he says, people will fucking take to the bank, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's a valid point. You know,
yeah.
I never looked at it like that. He's not as funny as Johnny though.
No.
No.
But I mean,
No.
well, I don't. His stand-up comedian, like his stand-up style, is kind of like
Eh,
it's too Sam Kinison. Then I'm not a big fan of stand-up comedy,
yeah.
but his podcast is cool because I just like the people he brings on, like
Mm-hmm.
depending on who it is.
He brings everybody. Yeah.
But when he brings those guys on, they talk about is cold plunge for 4 hours. It's like,
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wait until there's a little more science on that one before I subject myself to that shit.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right. Hey,
I don't know.
are you ready for the question?
the big one.
The big question.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Hold on.
Yeah, so I'll take a sip.
What
Sip?
is the best Little Debbie snack cake or hostess?
Because I'm not even a fan. I mean, so you were talking with Galindo. I saw that episode where
Yeah.
you were talking with Galindo, and I was like, man, they're gonna ask me this shit. I don't know.
That's our staple.
You know, I was like, I don't know. I don't have one, you know, but if I don't eat, I mean, if I eat sweets, it's ice cream. Love ice cream.
Oh,
But if I had to go back and pick one, dude, I'm
be a
gonna go
fat kid.
old. It's not a Little Debbie, it's a Hostess, and I'm going old school. Do you remember the fruit pies?
Oh.
Which fruit filling?
Which one though?
Lemon, man.
Oh,
Lemon.
I could do lemon. I could do cherry. I could do
I don't like the cherry.
apple.
Apple,
like them.
blueberry, peach.
Oh, I didn't know they made it.
See, I worked for a
Ah.
vending company for a while in between being out of the army. Oh yeah, Oh, it's up
No-
to date. I gotta pull it.
Nobody has said nobody has said honey bun yet.
Well, I thought Galindo did.
Oh shit! Did he?
I thought he did.
Yeah,
He said
he did.
I think he said
Because you asked
I
him
think
frosted or regular.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Oh my
and then
god. What is your problem?
it segued right into his diabetes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
hard.
I've never seen G eat anything like that. Like thinking back on the field, I mean, he always eat the MREs, and that was it.
Yeah.
That'll do it right there.
Oh, all that. Oh, there's so much salt in those. It's so
Mhm.
many calories. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I never ate them the way they were supposed to be ate. I always ate everything cold because I'm fucking ADD and just let's get it going. Let's just get it done. Let me eat this and be done.
So you probably don't even remember MREs before they had heaters.
Oh yeah.
Nah, not the
Yeah.
heater.
Oh yeah.
Or the
The
heaters.
old
Yeah.
5 fingers of death, the dehydrated beef and pork patties, and
Yes, the dark brown packaging, man.
get those beef patties. And you get your Haji stove you had, and go over there in Korea, and you put your water in there. You put your ramen noodles in there, and then you put the hamburger patty and the cheese in there. And oh my god.
See, our horrible one was egg omelet.
Those weren't bad.
It was a sponge.
Oh, they were delicious.
What was the one they had? It was a ham and egg loaf or something.
Oh,
right? That
yeah.
remember that one?
Yeah.
Just give me a can of Spam.
It might have been better.
I love
We
Spam.
got-
What are you talking about?
You know, I hadn't had Spam for many years, and so we got a remote cabin, and so we took some of that out there for the apocalypse or whatever. You know, and if you need something that's going to be around for 150 years, there you go.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I had my son try it, and we had some Spam that night for dinner. He's like, oh, this is great. I love this. The next morning, my hands were so swollen.
All
I
that
thought
salt.
all that salt. I thought my ring was gonna like cut my finger off, man. It was like, well, there's a lifetime of sodium.
Mm-hmm. Or two. Well, speaking of your cabin, did you get moose this year?
No, man, we're still trying to figure it out there. It's
Okay.
the guy. I think the guy who sold us the place when he was talking about the hunting out there. I think he was tapping into his inner fisherman side, stretching things. Yeah, there. I am not certain that there are any fucking moose out there,
Oh shit.
but it's beautiful. We love it. I love it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chore in the summertime to get out there. Um,
Yeah.
it's 26 miles off road, and we have an Argo,
Okay.
tracked Argo that takes
Oh,
us.
They made them with tracks?
Yeah, they come with tracks now.
Oh, I never saw
Oh
those.
shit.
Yeah. And so it takes us anywhere from 4.5 to 6 hours to make the journey out there. Yeah, it's an adventure every time.
Yeah.
It's like we break a chain, break a throttle cable, throw a track,
Oh.
something, but wintertime you can do it in 45 minutes to an
Hop on same Argo or you run snowmobiles out?
hour. I run a snow machine. So
Yeah.
we took the Argo out one winter, and it does great in it, but with those tracks, it just kicks up the snow.
Mm.
It was my wife and son. It was my wife and son in it, and they got back to the parking lot on the way back, and that Argo in the back, 2 feet of it was like filled in with fucking snow. And they were just all frosted up, looked like they'd just done PT in Fairbanks, Yeah, we're not going to do that again.
So we're gonna see you on Life Below Zero?
I really doubt it because I'm not that hardcore anymore. I mean, maybe if I was back in the day, I'd probably think about it. I like the creature comfort right
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm no.
now.
I'll go hunting, but they better have running water.
So let's hear about your fishing. Oh, okay.
Hear about my what?
Your fishing poles you're making.
Oh,
I saw some
fishing rod.
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, the rod business, man.
Yeah.
So, we started that. Man, we must be getting close to like 8 or 9 years we've been doing it now. So, I met a guy when I got back here after the academy. He told me about making his own fishing rods and stuff. And for some reason, it's like, this sounds awesome. Mind you, I'm not a crafty person. Not a crafty person at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to do this. And so finally, we did. And it's been the most therapeutic thing in the world. You sit down there and put your earbuds in,
Mm-hmm.
have a drink, hit the pen, whatever you do, and you just go to work. And it's been awesome. And the reason I don't consider it a craft is I look at it like math. It building a good rod is about math and knowing, to listen to the rod where it likes to bend, where it likes to bend.
Yeah.
Sure you're getting it right. So yeah, we've been kicking it. I'm not there yet to where I can just start making fishing rods all the time and not have to go to work. I think I did the math, and to do that, I would have to make like 300 rods a month.
Oh wow.
So,
Yeah. No. No.
It's not that bad. No, it's not really that bad. But I mean, we're a small batch, like a small batch bourbon. We're small batch rods, and
Yeah.
that's what we pride ourselves on. Is that our our worst rod is better than anything you'll buy off
Yeah.
the shelf because just the attention to detail, everything by hand. You treat each blank that you start with as its own individual. So
Yeah.
it's been fun. It has been a lot of fun. So
Yeah. I was given some rod blanks from the. You ever dealt with Project Healing Water, the fly fishing guys?
I have never done any
Okay.
work with them. I've heard of them.
Okay.
I would love to get partnered with them and
Yeah.
help them out. You know.
Yeah. I was doing some stuff with them up in New York. Taught me how to tie flies, this, that, and the next thing. And guys like, here's some blanks. Go make your rod. I'm like, I still got them somewhere. I just never figured out. He'd never done it. They were given to him,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to. I just never took time to figure out how to do it.
Shit, come on up on man. I'll show you how to build them.
Oh, sure. I'll just come on over.
Come on up, man. Why
Don't
not?
be a bitch.
Yeah, I am sure you can find something to put in your truck and drive it out.
Oh God, I
Ooh, you
wish.
have to go through Commie Canada.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
could
get
come up and
ready.
see you and my cousin and everybody else up there.
Are you still got family up here?
Yeah, my cousin's running a fishing business out of Soldotna. No,
Oh, really?
where's the
Is it
resort
good?
at down there? The Army one,
Oh, that's in Seward.
Seward. Yeah, Seward. Yeah, he's down there with a boat.
Oh, that's cool. So when I got up here the first time in '95, the Seward Rec Camp was BMM is what they called it, borrowed military manpower.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a detail, it was a
Mm-hmm.
task. And it would be like, here, you need to give up these dudes for the summer. And they're going to go to Seward in March and open up the rec camp and run the rec camp. And so some of those dudes be like, okay, you're the boat captain. You're going to go to the Coast Guard class to be a boat captain, and you're going to drive a boat also.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? And like, this sounds like heaven. And then, lo and behold, I found out that the NCOIC of the camp down there was it was at the time it was the same MOS that I was.
Oh
It was
God.
it was a sergeant first class billet, for my MOS. How do I get that job? And basically, the guy who had it, he'd been there for I think
Ever.
50
Yeah.
years, and he had to die to get the job. And I was like, man, that would have been.
Yep.
Can you imagine? You're a 19, 20-year-old private. You get to go down to Seward. Where's that?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
they'd be
right,
terrible.
it would be terrible. A lot of those guys that came back. There was one kid I knew. He was in the reception the same time I was when I got up here. He was a specialist or something. We kind of talked to him during reception and stuff. He went down there, came back, and was out of the army like a week later, pissed hot. So they were down there. What goes on at fish camp stays in fish camp.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like Vegas, except more so.
You don't give out
Yeah.
any secret fishing spots or any secrets
No,
while fishing.
no.
No,
Hell no.
No, not at all.
Oh God, that would have been great.
Poor sap.
I mean, and they don't have shit like that in the army these days. I think if they did have more of those opportunities, I mean, not just going down there for a weekend. Did you ever do that
No.
on Fort Wainwright? They had it. You could go down for a 4-day
The wife
weekend.
and kids did while I was deployed.
Yeah. But think about it. Man. That would have been just to give more opportunities. That borrowed military manpower. Just
Yep.
there's so many uses that it would be awesome.
Now they just have contractors probably doing it, and Yeah.
I think it's mostly closed now.
Is it?
Yeah. They had a fleet of boats that was just insane. They were,
Mm.
I was envious. I had boat envy.
Yeah. Well, Jen went down there and she met some folks from Kodiak, some Coast Guard folks from Kodiak. We ended up going to Kodiak, just camping around for a week and hanging out with them. It was a blast. I tell you
Yeah.
what, if anybody listening to this wants to join the military, join the Coast Guard.
And go to Kodiak.
Or just anywhere. All the Coast Guard bases are sweet.
Well, you're going to be on the coast.
No, not always. All the ones
Really?
I ever saw were nice.
I'm sure they're nice, but I don't really want to go to Mobile, Alabama. Or any of that shit.
What's wrong with Mobile, Alabama, bro?
Hell, they had a Coast Guard base in Davenport, Iowa. I mean, small, but Chattanooga's got one.
What,
Tennessee.
did somebody drown in a pond?
Davenport, Mississippi River.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Didn't think of
Chattanooga's
that.
got Tennessee River. Yeah, there's a small one down at Chattanooga. There was somewhere in the Quad Cities. I don't think it was Davenport, but one of them.
I guess I don't understand the Coast Guard mission well enough because I would have thought it was just like coastal waters. I don't think it was intercoastal.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's
like on
what I
the,
figured too. But yeah, no, they're
mostly on the shores.
that's what I figured. But like I
But
say,
then
they got
again, we
small ones
are
all over the
also
place.
sending like $200 billion to Ukraine. So why are we even trying to figure out American politics?
Yeah. Oh, I give up on politics. Now.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
No,
I'm glad we didn't go there during this conversation.
Well, our guy already dropped out of the race. So.
Oh, Vivek.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Well, he postponed it indefinitely.
Yeah.
In case
Trump goes to jail.
Yeah, because then old cunt. I mean, Nikki Haley. I fucking hate that goddamn woman.
No, she can.
You know,
I think
I didn't realize how evil she was until Paul Rand went out and started the Never Nikki thing. And I like Paul Rand a lot. You know, I like him a lot. So I went and read about it. I was like, holy hell, she is definitely not what we need.
No.
She's kind of like Hillary Clinton, but from South Carolina, right?
Essentially, yes. That was my take. And
I didn't know she was not white.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
I didn't know
You didn't hear about that?
She's Indian.
She got kicked out of a beauty contest because she wasn't white.
She's
according
Indian.
to her.
Dots, not feathers.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought maybe you were going to say that her and Elizabeth Warren were like related or something.
Oh God, no.
No, the other kind.
The other one,
7-Eleven kind.
I would have never guessed that.
No,
never.
Vivek called her by her real name, and everybody at the one thing was just like, "What the fuck is that?" And here, he's like, "I'm not that guy. I'm going to keep my name." Because he's a real American. She changed it from to Nikki.
She doesn't look it at all. I would have never in a million years. But if you gotta hide who you are,
until recently,
until you can pull it out at the proper time to virtue signal.
Exactly.
Yep. Exactly. That you're a piece of shit. You know.
Because the next thing you know, it's gonna be her and Kamala Harris running as mates. Hey, he just gets so mad. He's like, "I'm going to Canada."
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Oh, speaking of Canada,
yeah,
the latest conspiracy thing that I saw is that Castro is Trudeau's actual real father.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I've never heard that shit.
I doubt it's true, but let's make it real right now.
I'm on board with it. You know, I mean,
they're both communists.
Fidel went north.
Well,
and
no, they were his family was down in the Bahamas, and his father had been with a whole bunch of women and no kids came out of it. And then they went down to the Bahamas and they went to Cuba. And next thing you know, the wife's pregnant and it's Fidel's kid.
Yo,
Because their family's a big friend of Fidel.
That's true.
How,
It's truth.
oh,
It's
hey, how
truth
you
right there.
My mom got her back blown out by Fidel while we were on vacation in Bahamas. My dad had to listen in. I didn't even know my mom knew Spanish.
Hey, looking at how Trudeau is, right? And he's a cuck. So his dad probably watched and filmed it.
He probably was dressed as Superman, not the crippled style. He wasn't in a wheelchair. Probably in the closet.
Oh God!
Yeah.
And they thought it was a cat on the floor. It was just his dad dressed as a furry or some shit.
Oh God!
I don't know.
It's so fucked up because Canada, it's like you almost think like synonymous with hunting. It's like nope, can't get guns no more. I'm like,
well, Canada's like Russia. They should be such a rich nation. They've got oil. They've got agriculture. I mean, you name it. Canada's got it. They should be rolling in the money. They should be rolling in the money, but they're not.
I mean, do you know what Canada's greatest export is?
Communism?
It's Letterkenny.
Oh my God!
I mean, that's it. That is it.
I thought you were honestly going to say maple syrup. I honestly thought you were going to go there.
That comes from Vermont, man.
Oh, well, yeah.
Vermont, Maine,
New Hampshire, Vermont, man.
Wow, yeah, they ain't got shit.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean it's Letterkenny. That's it.
Oh, that is the best. Oh God,
never seen it.
You haven't?
Nah, I'm not a big TV guy.
Oh my God, it's just
It is the shortest episodes of any content you will watch. I mean, like 27 to 30 minutes an episode.
And you're laughing 90% of the time.
It's hilarious. And then the offshoot, Shorzy. I'm not even a hockey guy.
Shorzy's not as good. It's still good, but it's
do you
not.
remember Blue Mountain State?
Say what?
I do.
Blue Mountain State. I want to say one of the main guys. He's the guy who plays Reacher on TV. He's the big swole guy who plays Reacher. He was like one of the big football guys.
Alan Rickson?
I think so.
I don't
know.
Huh.
Never watched
Blue Mountain State. That was pretty funny shit.
It was back in the day. That was like when we were in Afghanistan. That's when I found it because Des Muke, he put me on that, Trailer Park Boys and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't have enough what's it called? I'm not on the spectrum, so I don't get the humor of like The Office or anything like that.
Spectrum.
But yeah, I have full capabilities.
He's on the trim. He got licked by it.
Yeah,
I stole that line, so it's not mine. Damn, I have forgot about that.
Trying to say Parks and Rec, that one, but it's not.
Ron Swanson. That was the
Ron Swanson and what's her name? April. Aubrey Plaza played her.
That's her.
Yeah.
Anything she plays, I'll watch for her.
Yeah.
Little thing.
Yeah.
Wow, we sound like a bunch of sexist like men. We sound like American men from like the 90s.
Cancel us, man. Cancel us.
No. I'm trying to get a paycheck first.
But they can't cancel us because they don't pay us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's not true.
Well,
we've made money off this.
We're on Rumble also.
So we've made money off this.
You're making money off this?
Yeah, like what, 2-3 cents?
2 cents.
2 cents so far? Yeah, off Rumble.
Nice.
Hey,
you get it. Humble beginnings, man.
Hey, it started. That's all I'm going to say is it started.
Start your company and start writing this shit off on taxes, man.
Yeah.
See, I need a good person like something Schwartz or something to take care of the finances for this company that we're going to make. Because
that sounded a little racist there, man. Schwartz.
It wasn't racist. It wasn't a human race. It was just pointing out the fact that those specific people are better with money. I am not. I am of like Polish, Slovak, Czechoslovakia, like communism. A lot of communism in my blood from back in
the day. back when it was okay to tell Pollock jokes and shit. So
It's not.
Oh, you should come to a family reunion because Bud D. We tell each other how retarded each other is all the time.
Oh, you can't use that
Funny
R
thing.
word either. You
Bullshit.
might
They
have
use
offended somebody.
no. There was a guy, Chris
So-
Broussard. He was on Fox. He was doing the sports show, and he was going off. And he said, "Oh, is the guy retarded?" And they were all like, "Whoa!" He said, "Sorry." That was it. So I can say
that's funny
here,
shit. That's funny
Yeah.
shit. So I digress here, but my brother has a daughter that has Down syndrome, and so they're really against what they call the hard R. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna break it down to you like I used to break it down to my jokes that I would cuss around, right? And they'd be like, "Hey, first heart, you don't need to curse at me." Okay, first of all, I'm not cursing at you. I'm cursing. If I curse and say, "Holy hell, what the fuck?" That's cursing. Cursing at you is like, "What are you fucking stupid?" Okay. So I broke it down for my brother, and I was like, "Okay, so calling your daughter retarded, that's crossing the line, and that's using the word whatever. But the word's true meaning is slow. You know,
it was
if that is retarded, and I'm not directing it at anybody, what's the problem?" And he still wasn't convinced. And then one day he used the term libtard. I was like, time out. You can't do this then, bro. You can't use that. If you're against the word
Mhm.
retard, using the word libtard, that's
Mhm.
just as bad. He was like,
but I like his creativeness.
he's like, I see that. I get it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
he hasn't used the word since. So I'm like, I applaud him for his conviction. And I use that
Yeah.
word all the time to describe people.
Like my father once told me, not this guy.
No.
He used to
the,
say,
the real
curse-
dad.
Yeah, Jim
Mhm.
Fox used to tell me as a real little kid, curse words are just, it's like adding new color to a sentence. It's just sentence enhancers.
Yeah.
Pussy, now go to school. No. But I mean, the way I learned about the word retarded was from a can of WD-40, and I was like, "Oh, retarded means it's going to slow down the rust process." Got it.
Exactly. I mean, you cuss. As a little kid, you curse and you're going to go to hell. That just works.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell for using damn.
For the goddamn words he gave me.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's my men up there.
No, I have many other reasons.
Yeah.
Did you see our episode on the N-word?
No, that's like one of your first ones, isn't it?
No, middle.
4 or
Middle,
5
okay.
episodes ago, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I haven't caught up with all of them. There's so much content out there today.
God, isn't there?
I mean, I think I watch more now than like watching MTV when they still played music videos. It's just
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
If you watched MTV when they were playing videos, you're old.
That was
Dude, I'm
Carson Daly 2000. That was the last time. TRL.
no, dude, I remember the original
Adam
5.
Hunter.
Yeah, the original 5 VJs. Man, I didn't watch the launch very close. We didn't have cable, so I had to go break into the house. But it was yeah. Dude, I'm old as fuck.
Shit,
Are you older than Bruce?
Hell yeah, I am.
I don't
Holy
know.
shit! And you don't look it.
When
Damn it,
did you
Bruce.
join the army?
1990.
So I was in there 2 years before you.
Oh shit, you're older than I am. You're old as fuck, Bruce.
Yeah.
Basically,
Well,
yeah.
Did you got to hear this? Like the end of Vietnam was about 74, 75, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce signed up in 88, which is about 13 years after. And then it was 2002 you got in, so it was farther from 9/11 than it was from Vietnam for him initially joining in. He's old as shit.
Holy shit.
Don't you love it when these kids put shit like that?
Yeah.
You want us to go to school and learn
Fucking-
math, and here I am doing critical thinking, and you're pissed at me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Son of a bitch.
I'm not your real dad.
Yeah.
That's the appropriate time to play that card.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for your genes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
When I get home, I'm gonna punch your mama clean in the mouth.
Oh, that's
God.
funny shit.
Oh,
I was reading something today. I don't know if you're a Western fan or a Clint Eastwood fan. I mean, you're an American, so
Yeah,
you
hell yeah.
must be.
I'm a Clint Eastwood fan and a Western fan.
What's his best Western?
Ooh, see, I personally am going to, everybody's gonna be like, oh, you're fucking bullshit. But I think it's The Unforgiven.
I love that movie. I watched it last night.
I personally think that's his best. It's not my favorite, but
What's
I
your
think
favorite?
that my favorite's Pale Rider.
Oh,
I like that one. I don't think Clint Eastwood made a bad movie ever.
No.
I mean,
They
but-
said his 8th best Western on Rotten Tomatoes was fucking Outlaw Josie Wales.
no.
No.
They
That's like
said
number 2.
A Few More Dollars was before that, and Fistful of Dollars was his first one. I was his best one. I was like, I don't know. Fistful of Dollars was good. Few More Dollars was good, but Josie Wales,
Josie Wales.
That
hang 'em
Yeah, no.
high, the good, bad, the ugly.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
there's so many in the Western that he's done that are
Yeah.
so good. I don't like the old spaghetti Western so much. I mean,
Oh, I
I
grew
hate to
up
do
on
it.
those.
Are you
I
a
hate
John
to say
Wayner?
it. Oh, I love John Wayne. Best John Wayne movie. Throw it out there.
My personal favorite? Ooh, Big Jake.
Big Jake.
I was
That's
thinking
my
True
favorite one.
Grit. I was thinking
Ooh.
True
True
Grit.
Grit.
It's just the whole.
Hondo,
Yeah.
maybe.
I personally like the Cowboys.
Oh,
I just-
Jebediah Nightlinger.
Yeah,
Are you
that is.
all over, mister?
So yeah, um yeah, so hold on, let me think of who the dude is. Oh, so you guys watch Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Uh,
The first parts of it.
So the dude that's the big Indian casino guy, the head
Yeah.
dude there,
Yeah.
he is the oldest kid in the Cowboys.
Really?
he's slim?
No, is it Slim? No, he's the one
Or
that
is
comes. He's the they're portraying him to be a Mexican kid. or
He's the
something.
one Slim fought.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah.
You watched that a lot
So-
more times than I have.
No. My wife has like the biggest brain for this dude starred in that movie, and you're like, what are you, like a fucking wizard or something? You know?
He does
I
that
don't
shit
know,
to me.
but-
You'd be like, how do you fucking know that movie? It's like, bro, I just watch a movie and it just sticks, you know, like you give
I'll
me
Google it.
I don't know any of
Yeah.
the actors in anything. I just if they aren't, Bruce Willis or John Wayne, I don't pay attention.
So if we've talked about Clint Eastwood's best westerns, but as an actor or director, what is his actor or director?
fuck. Well, he did a lot of his own movies, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hacksaw Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, was it Heartbreak Ridge?
Heartbreak Ridge.
Gunny Highway. Which one? That was Heartbreak Ridge. Yeah.
Heartbreak Ridge. It's great.
You can order those shirts that he had now.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, I saw those. But I think, God, I don't know. He did so many movies.
$1 Million Baby was really good.
Dude, that movie was amazing.
The
Yeah.
Mule.
Yeah.
Gran Torino.
That's a snooze.
Gran Torino.
I think that's
Get
as a
off the
direct
lawn.
as a director, I think that is like his best work.
And that's not even going back to the 90s or because I
Mm-mm.
think he did Unforgiven too.
Did he direct it?
Yeah, I think so.
Written
Okay.
pretty much everything since like 95, I'd say he's pretty much written and directed himself.
Yeah.
Probably.
But then again, American Sniper.
Flags of
Did he
Our
direct it?
Fathers.
Yeah.
He directed American Sniper?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. He did. Did you see Flags of Our Fathers?
I don't think so.
That's the story of Iwo Jima, of them
I've seen
hoisting the
the
flag on Iwo Jima. You got to see that. So, true story. That movie came out in 05-ish, maybe early 06. And I had gone to the Balad. I don't remember what for. But I was in Balad with Rusk and
There you go.
and we went to see Flags of Our Fathers in the theater on Balad. That's a predominantly Marine Corps movie, Iwo Jima.
Mm-hmm.
The theater is filled with nothing but fucking jarheads, except
Really?
for me and Rusk. We walked into the theater, and I might as well have been a black dude walking into a bar in Mississippi in 1942. You know, the record scratching. I mean, Rusk and I were like, holy shit.
Wrong side of the tracks.
Uh-huh.
These guys were salty that we were there. And I was like, just trying to watch a movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Relax. But that's a good movie. It is. So he did two of them. He did Letters from Iwo Jima, which is the Japanese side of
Oh,
Iwo Jima.
I've seen
It's not.
that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then Flags of Our Fathers is obviously more the American side, deals with the whole propaganda war and how those dudes got abused and shit by the
and
propaganda machine. Yeah.
Did
It's a good movie though.
I know I saw one about Iwo Jima, but I don't know if it was that one or a different one. It was a good movie.
I've seen Letters
But-
of Iwo Jima. That was old. Well, not old, but that's 2000 something.
That's old, man. 24 years ago.
Now
It's
it
a
is,
classic.
yeah. God.
We're old, Bruce. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I still remember
we're
my
all bald.
second deployment when we were running out of Kuwait, and those more. Oh, I gotta go see this movie. I mean, they're premiering all these new movies, and I'm like, I'm on the way into Iraq. What are you talking about? I'd get down there, I'd turn around and get out of there just as fast as I could. And oh, we're gonna go see the new Star Trek, or the new G.I. Joe came out, and new Star Trek came. All these movies came out, and they brought them over there first. And I'm like, huh? There's a theater here? I had no clue.
So our deployment together, that was your what?
Well, Desert Storm, and then that one.
Okay. So that was your
Yeah.
second deployment. Okay.
Mhm. Well, if you can count Desert Storm, that was just a kind of really shitty camping trip in the desert.
You don't count
Well, I mean-
Vietnam?
Fuck you.
Ow. Ow. Damn, it's a hostility.
What was Cambodia like, you son of a bitch?
Bastard.
You built a bridge over the River Kwai? Really?
Hey, I ain't got
I've
2
seen
years
that.
on you, so you just stop talking so much.
I know.
Oh,
I know. It's like, I mean, where did the time go?
yeah.
I've got kids I've only got one left.
Yeah?
Still in high school.
Yeah, 22 and 27 for me, little shits.
Oh, you're about to be a grandpa.
Well, as far as my oldest son is concerned, I'm as close as I'm ever going to get from him, and he has 2 cats.
But your little one's gonna be out there fucking and not caring how many kids he makes. He's gonna be Johnny Appleseed. He's like, hey dad, so you have an Asian and a European grandkid and one from over there, South
Shut up.
Tennessee.
Just shut up.
You've got grandkids on every continent.
Not that I know of.
And then you're going to be like, wait a minute, Antarctica? And he's like, yeah, fuck the penguin.
Oh,
You're
Jesus.
gonna find the first species in outer space. Homeboy fucking ocean once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't. That little shit. Oh, God.
It's
Well,
always the youngest, man.
his car's broken now, so he's slowed down anyway.
It's called in-house.
I don't know.
He's door dashing that shit.
Oh, God.
Old
I
baby
mean,
house.
think about it now, man. I mean, you could just door dash anything.
Nashville, right to not too far from downtown.
That shit costs
Yeah.
a lot of money though.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't know. I would not know.
I've used it a handful of times and I'm just like, fuck that. I'll either walk it or I'll just go starve and I'll grab an MRE like G.
No.
I thought you were talking about DoorDash and ass. And I'm like, I don't know anything about that.
That's called Tinder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you say grinder?
Yeah, surf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
No.
you know what? I do not envy kids today and the whole dating
It's just weird out there.
I wonder how
thing.
nowadays, how do you get pussy? Like, do you have to like go up there and say, hey, we have some Battle of the Bulge or some muffaletta? Or it's like, how long have you been a woman? Or, it's just kind of go with what you know. And
I don't know, man, because I mean, back in my day, I mean, I was usually pretty sauced. We went to the bar. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Go to the bar. I was pretty sauced, and I don't know if my judgment would have been on point enough. You know what I mean? Get home and be like, what in the fuck did I just do?
Yeah. Down there,
Man, I remember going on the. Go ahead.
Down there in White Sands Missile Range. The boys went down to Juarez, and they were down there and having fun and talking about all the stuff they did to this girl and this and that and the next thing, every hole but the front door. And I'm like, you sure it was a girl?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Well, you hit every other hole, but not the front one. Oh,
there's a
dick
in the front. Big old Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Oof.
I was going to say the same thing. So I did numerous TDYs. Today they call them deployment. Yeah. Back in the day we called them went TDY to Thailand. Went did Cobra Gold. Like I can't tell you how many times. And a lot of time in Thailand, it'd be like pilots would be like, "Oh yeah, man, let me hit the back door and this." And I'm like, it was a dude.
No. Oh.
No. Sorry, no. And I'm like, you.
A dude.
Until they got back to their room, they're like, "Oh fuck, he's right.
He's right."
It's bigger
This
than
probably
mine."
one. This is probably one of the nasty. I'm not even going to tell this story on your podcast because your listeners don't deserve it.
They love army stories. Give us the last one.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want it? You want to close out with this one? All right.
We want details.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So we were over there, and this deployment that I was over there with, I was with the Ranger Regiment. We went over as a battalion. So that's setting the tone. That Ranger dudes, they're going to do something. They're going to go above standard, right? That's what everybody expects. So we got R&R in 24 hours R&R in Bangkok. Whoever thought that was a good idea should have their head. We're going to turn loose 140 some alpha males in Bangkok. And we don't want anybody to get in trouble, but yet, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the red light district of, shit, what was it? I don't even remember the name now. Anyway, strip club. It's every cliche story you've ever heard of a strip club in Thailand darts, balloons, ping pong balls, everything.
God.
Everything. And this guy was sitting in the front row while this, I don't know. They called him Katoys, half man, half woman thing. I don't know.
Oh Lord.
He's sitting in the front row, sets his beer bottle down on the stage. She took his beer bottle with her purse. Right. The beer's gone. The beer reappears. Following me so far? Didn't spell it out.
Oh.
He drank the beer.
Oh God.
No.
Oh.
2 weeks after we got back, oh, my throat hurts really bad. Had a fucking STT in his throat.
Oh God! What was it?
I don't even know, man. I don't even think they knew. They had to scrape his esophagus.
Oh God.
Oh, he had the Bangkok vibes. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, I was like,
Oh.
this is the stuff that legends are made of now.
what do you think he told his wife when he went back overseas?
Well, the good thing is that he was a barracks rat,
Oh,
you know, but so he didn't have to explain that. But every woman,
he probably never relived it until you just told the world. Shut
I
up,
wish
kids. Don't listen.
I wish I could remember his name, man. Somebody do a
Me
Google
too.
search,
Oh,
do the
God.
Google search and find the podcast and be like, holy fuck, they're talking about my dad.
That's worse than
You
Blue
know,
Funnel.
I know. Okay, I got to Google that because you guys talked about the blue funnel, and I was in the lab the other day working on fishing rods. Go ahead.
Oh, she took a blue funnel, like you put your car oil in, and I think it was 3 or 4 guys
Build it.
filled it all up. And I
Yeah,
guess
this is one of the lieutenants down at Fort Polk
she was
when she was in college.
It was supposed to be like one of those. She was doing the porno like back in like 04, 05 to like
When she was in college.
I need money for college and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then it leaked out and she ended up getting booted out, I believe.
Wow.
But a whole fucking like that.
That's
Hopefully the gentleman were on good diets.
we're talking like this big of
well,
funnel?
like a normal
Well,
a
the
funnel
funnel was big, but
like a little kitchen funnel.
Yeah.
Funnel wasn't big, but the boys were.
I mean, yes, like that's a lot of DNA.
She was like 100 pounds and she was drinking her weight in sperm.
Fort Polk was something. I mean, that unit, their sergeant major was over in Iraq pimping out their females.
I ran a train on a deaf girl.
That was the hold on, two things there. Two things. Time out.
Same unit.
Same unit.
Same battalion.
Okay, so the sergeant major, she was pimping out the female.
Oh, 90. That was 94th BSB, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because that was before that was like right when I got there.
That was the deployment before we got there. And there was all kinds of other shady shit. I'm in this contracting class learning how to write all these contracts and whatever. And the guy giving the class starts talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, oh, that was here. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, that was 94th BSB. That was yeah. That was right up the road. He's like, it was? He didn't know the whole particulars of who and where. He just knew the story behind all the shit that was going on.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
then
she was skimming money off contracts. I mean, she was doing all kinds of shit.
Hescos and Connexes and shit.
And pimping her female soldiers out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
She didn't stop at the little thing. She went off. She went full hardcore.
I mean, she should have been pimping out the dudes. Damn.
Well,
I want to say she got knocked down. It was only to E7. Everybody else got knocked down to E. No, I think she got E8. Everybody else got E6.
I think she got away without jail time, if I remember right.
Because she took a civilian lawyer, I was told.
Retired real quick, yeah.
And so Now, Foxy, you did a deaf girl in this unit?
Oh, no, she wasn't in the unit. She was just a whore on
Okay.
post. And there was a barracks party, and they were already all doing it. So I just kind of took my little number, drank my beer, stood in line.
I got you.
Well,
You know
it's
what
not as
noise-
bad as the midget
She
up
made a
in
noise.
Alaska.
So
You know, I never had to escort the midget out of the barracks, which was a good thing. I
Did you
know
see the
she.
video?
No, I did not.
Oh, tricycle, cowboy hat, 2-1 Bravo 2-1 barracks.
Is it something? Is it Googleable?
yeah, is it
I don't know. It
Google?
was on VHS.
Oh, okay.
The secret's hide with the tape.
It was on V. I didn't believe it, and then I saw the video. Bravo 2-1 was they were. Yeah, they were.
The 389 Cav of their day.
Yeah.
No, Cav was never that bad.
I don't know. The Cav, some of the stuff I've seen those guys do in the field, like we were doing the spur ride. One guy was overheating, and Sergeant Adams is like, man, let me put a little bit of, Copenhagen on that before they do his core temperature. He was joking. That dude goes, I don't fucking need it. And he just rips his ass up and puts the thermometer like in his own ass. And it's just, he starts, yeah, I'm overheating. And I'm just like,
Oh,
okay, you're raping yourself with a thermometer.
all right. All
But
right.
Brucey, you know what we got to do, buddy?
Oh, we're gonna go with our
We gotta
normal
do it.
send off.
We got to do our safety brief real quick.
Okay.
Always put a coat on when it's cold.
Never put gasoline on charcoal.
Oh no, use a leaf blower.
Use a leaf blower.
Use a leaf blower. Works like a champ.
Can
Never.
confirm.
Yeah. Wear a glove or no love.
Yeah.
Don't vote for Nikki Haley.
Don't add to or subtract from the population.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Especially for you.
Yeah. I don't think I'm spitting anything worth spitting anymore. I think it's all like just
Worn out?
perfect for me. Yeah. It's got a shelf life.
Well, I mean, you do live in your mom's basement. So.
No.
I live in Florida. We
In
don't
the
have
spare room.
basements. I used to live in my
Sorry.
brother's basement, and that was the life.
If she had a basement, he probably would be. He'd be a celibate.
Oh God, it would be maybe a brothel down there.
Awesome.
Eat more Hostess, drink more water, don't get cancer, take a shit, don't get taken.
Don't get taken.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Gentlemen,
Right.
thank you for having me.
It's just
It's been awesome. It's been a pleasure, man.
That might be the best story so far. That's all I'm gonna say.
I will bring him back on for sure.
Bring me back. I got some stories.
We're gonna bring you back on like a Saturday when nobody's working, so we could go as long as we want.
Yeah, I got.
There you go, man.
Like 3 a.m.
Yeah. All right, Nimrods.
No shit.